Hello everybody, I am Dio Looter and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about, to no surprise, the craziest woman I have ever ran into in my entire life, to be honest. So let's just get right into the video, guys. So around 8th grade, I had this friend that I would constantly go to the park with. This friend also had somebody with her most of the time, so it was probably either one little sister or another little sister. She had two. Let's call this friend Lindsay. I don't actually know her name, so that's just a perfect name to use. And so Lindsay and I and one of her brothers, not brothers, sisters, maybe both of her sisters, and then there was my brother that I'm pretty sure was there, but I can't remember. We're all there at the park because, we're playing hopscotch, doing our own little thing at the park. And this random lady out of nowhere who's in her mid-20s comes right up to my friend who's in her early teens and goes, "I'm glad I finally found you. We're sisters that have been lost since birth, and I'm really glad I found you. Can I have a hug?" And so my friend doesn't know anything doesn't know what to do whatsoever. So she straight up gives her a hug and, is stuck in that really, really awkward position. This girl sits next to us and she starts talking to us about her life and this and that. And it was absolutely terrible in my opinion, but we're just trying to endure it. We're sitting through it. She's all like, "So can we all sit around and make a pray since we finally found each other?" Everyone just sit in a circle, and I'm just like, oh god, are we about to summon Satan? I also want to note, guys, that she literally the entire time talking to us had a British accent. That will come into play much later, but yes, she had a British accent, and it was super duper weird. And so before I go on any further, I also want to say that my town that I was living in at the time had a big drug and homeless issue. So this should be taken to me as no surprise, but at the same time, that was kind of my first real experience, other than people peeing at the park that live there pretty much because they're homeless. But let's just continue. So we get to the point where oh god, we need to leave. So Lindsay makes up some sort of odd excuse. I don't really remember what it was, but she gets her family to leave, and then I'm just like, yo, I gotta go. And I take my little brother, if he was there, I don't even remember, and we just dip. But before we leave, Lindsay's like, "I'm going to call the cops because, this lady, she's definitely on something, and she forced a hug upon me practically, and she made us pray and everything." I don't know, I'm super sketched. This is super sus. Straight up, if she was a rapist, we would all have STDs at this point, you have no idea, and we would be screwed, okay? So we both go home, she calls the cops, or her mom does, because she talked everything through to her mom. I end up going back to the park because I'm like, ooh, this is sus, and I hear sirens, so I'm like, this is hella sus. So I go back down to the park, and I see this lady, and, I get there towards the end of it, but at least Lindsay goes ahead and fills me in, so I get in. The lady's getting into the cop car. I make eye contact with this lady, and she looks at me like, "When I get out, kid, I'm going to shove an entire toothbrush and toothpaste bottle up your butt so far that you must go ahead and squeeze your toothpaste out through your butt," because yeah. And I'm just terrified at this point. 8th grade, I don't know what to do if somebody is going to prison, is going into a police car. Who knows where she was going, to be honest. And then my friend, she's like, "Yeah, you remember that British accent that she had the entire time while talking to us?" Yeah, once the cops got here, she dropped it. And I'm like, what? She was literally so fluent, it sounded like her accent sounded clean and sounded pristine. Yet literally the entirety of that thing was just a big prank at that point. Or who even knows? Maybe she actually believed this. Literally, we knew she was coked up on something. We don't know what it was, but it had to have been a harder drug, I would assume, because it's not anything that I don't believe shrooms or acid or, let's say, weed would do anything along those lines to you, but you probably are getting into one of the harder drugs. So she was probably on cocaine or heroin or meth. I don't think it was meth or cocaine, to be honest. It could have been heroin. I don't know. She looked super healthy from my perspective, so maybe she wasn't even on a drug. Maybe she's just literally crazy, but I can't tell, guys. But I just wanted to say that was my experience. It was a terrifying experience for me, much more for my friend Lindsay, especially since she saw the whole situation go down where the cops roll up and the cops start talking to the one lady, the creepy crazy lady, and starts being all like, this, that, and she's like, "No, I don't need to be arrested and everything, and get your hands off of me." And she shoved the cops, and she was kicking apparently when she was first put into the police car. It was really funny scenarios, I guess. I'm really sorry that I did not upload for the past 3 days. I have been really, like, moving and packing. I don't remember if I said that at the beginning of the video, but either way, I am very sorry. And I plan on trying to keep an upload schedule. So today is technically that 4th day, if I don't upload. And I'm trying to upload today, but it's already, like, 9. So by the time the video gets out, it's going to be like 10 maybe. So I can upload, I just don't think Minnie will watch. But I'm still probably going to upload this tonight. Thank you for coming to my video. It's a pretty short one, guys. This is, you know, a good 6, maybe 7 minutes. I shall see each and every one of you guys in the next video, I hope. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, or if you guys hate me, make sure to go ahead and dislike and comment on why you guys hate me and why I'm so stinky, and I will see everybody in the next video. Bye bye.